Nintendo Switch 2 is doomed to be failed, or is it going to be yet another success for Nintendo just like the last time when they launched Switch 1 in 2017? For that, we all have to wait and see. When the original Nintendo Switch 1 was launched on March 2017, the overall reaction was very positive, both critically and commercially. It sold nearly 2.75 million copies all over the world in the very first month, and they surpassed all the expectations. Gamers and analysts were very impressed by the Nintendo that it has bounced back. Now, after 8 years, Nintendo is back with Switch 2 and everyone is waiting for the launch. So, predicting the success of a console involves weighing several key factors. Let's break it down one by one. As of now, Nintendo has not released official global pre-order figures for the Nintendo Switch 2. However, available data indicates exceptionally high demand worldwide. In Japan, over 2.2 million pre-order applications were submitted through My Nintendo store alone. Nintendo has projected sales of 15 million Switch 2 units globally by the end of March 2026. Some analysts are even more optimistic, forecasting up to 20 million units sold in the first year, which would make it the most successful console launch in the history. While exact global pre-order numbers remain undisclosed, the available information underscores the immense anticipation and demand for the Nintendo Switch 2 worldwide. Whereas the Nintendo Switch 1 launched on March 2017 achieved remarkable global sales in the very first year. By the end of March 2018, Nintendo reported selling around nearly 18 million units worldwide, surpassing initial expectation and solidifying the Switch position as one of the fastest selling console in history. But this time things are different. The rise of cloud gaming, the higher prices of console and the accessories, and the ongoing trade tariff wars, it will be a difficult road ahead for the Nintendo Switch 2. So, Nintendo Switch 2 is set to launch on June 5, 2025 at a price of $450. As I've discussed earlier with you guys in my previous video, Nintendo has managed to keep the base price stable despite the trade war. Nintendo has already shifted some production from China to Vietnam to avoid this risk. However, mostly all Switch 2 accessories prices has increased, and there is already an online talk within the gamers through Reddit and other platforms that Switch 2 price is $450 is already too much. So, as we all know, there is a rise of cloud gaming. So shall we consider this as a threat for Nintendo or not? Well, Luna Prime Gaming from Amazon, we have Xbox Game Pass from Microsoft, and then we have GeForce Now from Nvidia company, which are growing exponentially, and they offer instant gameplay and you don't need a really powerful hardware to run. Cloud gaming platforms like these are becoming more attractive alternatives. They are eliminating the need for expensive hardware purchases, allowing gamers on a variety of devices with a stable internet connection. You can play games instantly, reducing the need for downloads and installation and monthly updates. Talking about recent events, especially tension between US and China, which have led to increased tariffs on gaming hardware and electronics. This can increase production cost on all gaming consoles and accessories. As I mentioned earlier, Nintendo has already shifted some production from China to Vietnam to avoid this risk. However, any further new tariff or expanding trade wars could still impact supply chains, component cost and shipping prices, and that will give a domino effect. Higher production cost might be passed on to the consumers, pushing console and game prices even higher, potentially slowing down adoption of new hardware like the Switch 2. So, what I've come to conclusion is that Nintendo Switch 2 will most likely have a huge launch and all the fan base will buy the console and the accessories. But I'm more skeptical about mid to long term sales. How much Nintendo Switch 2 will gonna be relevant in the next few months? Are they gonna introduce new exclusive games, especially for Nintendo Switch 2? And how much the cloud gaming will increase? How much they're gonna get more popular? And if Nintendo is going to think about more about their own cloud strategy. And now I'm going to ask a question to you guys. Are you going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 on the very first day? Let me know in the comment section. And till then, You have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in another video.